வணக்கங்க. நான் உங்கள் டாக்டர் குருமூர்த்தி பேசுகிறேன். நான் கடந்த 2 வாரமாக பதிவு போட முடியலைங்க. கொஞ்சம் பிஸியாகி ஆக்டிவாக இருந்ததுனால டைம் கான்சன்ட்ரேட் பண்ண முடியல. இப்போ உங்களுக்கு ஒரு அருமையான பதிவு கொடுக்குறேங்க. என்னோட கிராண்ட் டாட்டர் அமெரிக்காவில் கலிஃபோர்னியா ஸ்டேட்டில் சாண்டா கிளாரா கவுண்டியில் படிச்சிட்ருக்காங்க. என்னோட டாக்டரும் சன்னின்லா 2 பேரும் சாஃப்ட்வேர் இன்ஜினியராக இருக்காங்க. என்னோட கிராண்ட் டாக்டர் இப்போ 8th கிரேட்லேருந்து 9th கிரேடுக்கு போகிறாங்க. அவங்ககிட்ட நம்ம யூடியூப் சேனலுக்காக ஒரு பதிவு ஒன்று கேட்டிருந்தேன். அவங்க கொரோனாவை பற்றி ஒரு அருமையான பதிவு ஒன்று பண்ணி எனக்கு அனுப்பியிருந்தாங்க. அது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்தது, உங்களுக்கும் பிடிச்சிருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். தயவுசெய்து பொறுமையாக கடைசி வரை கேளுங்க. அமெரிக்காவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு 9வது படிக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பள்ளி மாணவியுடைய கொரோனாவை பற்றிய அறிதலும் புரிதலும் கொஞ்சம் வியப்பாக நமக்கு இருக்குது. நம்ம எல்லாருமே இது தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா நல்லது. நமக்கு இந்த பதிவை கடைசி வர பாருங்க, இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருக்கும்.
Hello! Before we get on with the video, here's a quick but important message. As the COVID virus is spreading, there are 5 very important things that you can do to help stop the spread. First, wearing a mask. Although it seems like a small thing, wearing a mask can be life-saving, literally. Because the COVID virus is airborne, wearing a mask can help prevent transmission of the disease. Second, quarantining. Stay at home as much as possible, except for necessary things. Avoid large crowds. Third, social distancing. If you do find yourself going out, remember to stay at least 6 feet apart from everyone else. Again, since the virus can spread through the air, wearing a mask and staying 6 feet apart will reduce chances of the virus spreading to you. Fourth, disinfectant. Since the virus can also spread through physical touch, if you get a delivery from Amazon, let's say, make sure to spray it with disinfectant and wait at least a couple hours before touching it. Lastly, vaccines. Not only will the vaccine protect you, but it will also protect those around you like friends and family. I strongly urge you to get the COVID vaccine as soon as possible. I myself have gotten the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. So on that note, let's continue on to the video. Hello, my name is Ananya Manoj, and today I will be talking about COVID-19 and how the vaccine and the virus works. So before we get started, here are some vocabulary terms that you'll need to know. So first, there's a nucleus. This is the brain or the powerhouse of the cell. Next, there are proteins. So I won't dive too deep into proteins and what they are, since that's a whole different category, but here's a basic overview. So proteins are responsible for the structure, function, and regulation of a cell's tissue and organs. The shape of a protein can determine what the role of the protein is, so each protein in your body is a different shape. Next are antibodies. Antibodies are proteins made to fight off a specific virus, such as COVID-19. Next is DNA, which is a term I'm sure we've all heard of a lot. So DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is a double helix. That's the shape of it. So DNA contains the instructions an organism needs to survive and reproduce. This is also where character traits come from, like eye color, hair color, etc. Next is RNA. RNA is single-stranded, and it's what carries instructions to code for the proteins in your body. On the other hand, mRNA, without this, your genetic code wouldn't actually be used in your body. So there are 2 types of cells. There are prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So prokaryotes are single-celled organisms and they do not have a nucleus. Viruses, such as COVID-19, are prokaryotes. Next are eukaryotes. Eukaryotes do have a nucleus and they are multi-celled organisms. Since humans are made up of mostly eukaryotic cells, the human body is classified as a eukaryotic organism. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how the coronavirus infects your body. So first, COVID enters your system through either airborne transmission or physical transmission. Next, once the virus is inside your body, COVID injects the RNA instructions to replicate the virus inside your cell. Then, the virus hijacks your cell and makes more copies of the coronavirus to hide from your immune system. Then, the original cells which the virus entered dies and the virus continues to spread and infect more cells. This is the stage when you start to feel sick and feel symptoms such as fatigue, fever, chills, etc. Lastly, your immune system can protect your body from low-level attacks. However, for many people, by this stage, the virus will have replicated too many times, so your body can't fully stop it. So you may have seen a picture of how the COVID virus looks like, and you may have seen the spikes on the outside of it. So these spikes protruding outward of the virus are protein spikes, and it's what allows the virus to attach to your cell and inject the RNA instructions. So next, how the vaccine works, and this is specifically for mRNA vaccines. So first, scientists were able to isolate one part of the coronavirus, the protein spike. Then they were able to create a set of instructions, known as a vaccine, to duplicate that protein spike. Third, with the vaccine, your body sees the protein spike being duplicated and immediately attacks it. Therefore, your body already knows to be on the lookout for it. So when the coronavirus enters your system, your body instantly recognizes it and attacks it right away. So here are some vaccine developers and efficacy rates. So first, there's the Moderna vaccine, which is by a US biotech company, and this has a 94% efficacy rate. Next, there's the Pfizer vaccine, which is also by a US pharmaceutical company, and this also has a 94% efficacy rate. Next, there's Covaxin by Bharat Biotech, an Indian biotech company, and this has an 84% efficacy rate. Lastly, there's the Covishield or AstraZeneca vaccine, and this is by the University of Oxford in England, and this has a 90% efficacy rate. For more in-depth statistics, you can visit the links down in the description box. Did you know that there are over 250 million fully vaccinated people in the world? Also, did you know that with the vaccine, you are not getting COVID-19 directly injected into your body, and the vaccine does not interfere with your genetic code? Getting the COVID vaccine will not give you COVID. Of course, you may still get COVID after receiving the vaccine, but it will not be because of the vaccine. And if you do happen to get COVID after receiving the vaccine, it will not be urgent, and there is a very less chance that you will be hospitalized. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at myfriendamm@gmail.com or my grandfather at gurumurthy@yahoo.com. Feel free to call him too. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.